I just had a sort of inkling of a concept, and I've decided that I'm going to think through the concept and work out the concept, solve the concept, um, at this moment, and record it while I'm solving it, because that's when I think I sort of feel most motivation to say, you know, record the concept whilst I'm actually getting the satisfaction of getting the answer from it, rather than thinking of it, writing it down, and then recording it or whatever. So yeah. So this is really why introverts are more clever than extroverts. No, yeah, oftentimes. Why you find that the average introvert is probably more clever than your average extrovert. It is because intelligent people can often find that they have intelligent and thus interesting thoughts to themselves. So, if we get to stay consistent with the concept of introverts essentially enjoy their thoughts more, their own thoughts, rather than needing their thoughts to be stimulated by other people for them to really enjoy them. If you go by that concept, you'd think, hey, you just reason that if someone is having intelligent thoughts all the time, then they're probably enjoying their own thoughts a lot more than someone who isn't having intelligent and interesting thoughts all the time, right? So oftentimes introverts can find interesting, intelligent stuff in themselves, and that's why they're introverted. If you didn't watch the other video, I'll just explain a little bit about the thoughts concept. So we're dictated by our emotional state, and introverts essentially get in a preferable emotional state. Their thoughts are preferable because our thoughts are what put us in emotional states. Their thoughts are often preferable on their own, whereas extroverts don't find this. They find that to get preferable thoughts, they often have to be with other people, for other people to actually stimulate their thoughts and thus put them in a preferable emotional state, right? So that's the concept. Now, if you're an intelligent person, you're constantly having intelligent thoughts, and so you often get put a lot easier into a preferable emotional state even when you're on your own. Okay? Often other people simply can't match that state. It's something that, you get something, a sort of a different thing from other people, just general simulation, the whole thing of having another person there. There's the whole bravado of that, but ultimately there's something from other people that you often just can't get, that you can't get from inside. Now, that's not strictly the same with a lot of people, which is extroverts, which is why you find that introverts are often more complex, complicated people, and they're often more intelligent. So there is that correlation. There really is.